boss. Bill, as we called him, was born January the 1st. You know what we always did on January the 1st? In 1928 in Columbus, Georgia. As a little boy, he and his mother Sally moved to Liberty, North Carolina, where they were sharecroppers together. They farmed together, so you young folks don't know what sharecroppers is. Bill loved to farm, and he could grow anything. He had that knack for the soil and the seed, and he could grow some of the biggest tomatoes and gourds and pumpkins, whatever. And it didn't matter where he grew them, in the fire bed, in the backyard, in the jar. He had that knack. He grew them all over the house. Them women, they would kind of get on their nerves a little bit. But he was happy growing his plants. He finished grade school. At the time, I think, were 11 grades. And when he graduated, his mother Sally signed for him to join the Navy. In 1947, he sailed off with the Navy, and he was with the Navy for 2 years. After his Navy years, he moved to the big city of Greensboro. It was there, the big mills were there, and he could get a job, and so he moved off to work in the mills up in Greensboro. Bill Kime was a fellow down in Jones County, down there around Pollocksville, who married Bill's sister Nell. Bill. We always had these two Bills, we get confused. But Bill Kime married Nell. They owned a farm down in Pollocksville, down on the Trent River. And after a time in Greensboro, Bill moved back to Pollocksville to help them manage and work the farm. Those were good days back then for him. And in 1955, a friend of the family invited Bill to go over to the home where Francis West resided. Well, you say you had a 1955 Plymouth. 1955 Plymouth. He wheeled up in there to meet the West family. When his eyes hit Francis, the love bug bit him. I think they both got bit because they never recovered from it. And in 1957 they were married, and the young'uns started coming. Vicky, Faye, and Joy. And he wanted a boy bad, and when Billy Bud came along, she wanted a boy, she got the boy named Billy Bud. And you know, some years ago we were going to the Philippines, and we had to get a visa, and we drug a birth certificate out. They had her listed as a boy on the birth certificate. So we went through a time getting all that straightened out. But so he really did have a boy, I think. I'm not sure. 1962, with all these women, he loaded up in his pickup and moved down to Georgia to file saws. By trade, Bill was a saw file engineer, and he was good at it. He had a knack for it. He repaired these big saw blades, band blades, in these big sawmills. And with Billy just a baby, a few months old, he was severely injured when a large counterweight that run and balanced the shafts come loose, and it just went through the sawmill and hit him, broke about everything on his left side, jaws, his arms, legs. It mangled him up pretty good, and it was a touch and go time there. But he survived, and after 4 months in the hospital, he returned home, and he was able to get back to work. And when he got back there to the job, they laid him off. So his luck weren't looking too good at the time, so Kinston seemed like a good place to go, so he loaded all those women up, and here they come. And I think this is when Francis made the statement, "With my feet hit Kinston, I'm not leaving again."